Hello everybody, the sun is shining, it's time to get out there, take your laptop, get into the great outdoors and start trying to make some music. So today I thought I'd look at the 3 big things which, apart from your laptop, are quite difficult to take with you if you are a laptop warrior, a travelling musician. You're probably going to miss your great big lovely monitor. How are you going to manage without this lovely great big keyboard? And finally, what about the speakers? How are you going to manage on a tinny little pair of headphones? I have a solution for each of these challenges. So what is my clever solution to these problems? Let me get you my portable studio. This is quite literally everything you need to work properly, not just to knock out some tunes sitting on a plane or in the park, but to actually produce proper music. Let me address each one of these challenges one at a time. Ta-da! This is my sort of mobile traveling kit. At the heart of it is a MacBook Pro. And it's really solid. I tend to run Logic on the MacBook because I don't want to have dongles and things like that. And it works absolutely great. Now, challenge number 1, you may remember, was that we needed somehow to expand the monitor, because whilst the monitor on the MacBook's really good, it is only one monitor, and most people, when they're writing music, they spread themselves. They want monitors all over the wall and the ceiling and everything else. This is really cool. It's a 15-inch HDMI monitor. I bought it about 2 or 3 weeks ago and I've been everywhere with it ever since. The really great thing about it is not only that it's really large and quite bright, but it's bus powered. It's powered over USB-C. So you don't need batteries, you don't need mains, nothing. And it's the same footprint as the laptop, so it doesn't take any more bag space. But I have a second screen, so I can put, if I'm writing to picture, I can put a movie there, I can put the mixer there, I can spread things out, I can, go to town, as I do from time to time. And it's really, it doesn't seem to use a huge amount of power, which is also really good, and it's not particularly expensive. So not all laptops will power it over bus. It depends on how much power your laptop chucks out over good old USB-C, but if it does, you are home and dry. Challenge number 2, you may remember, was the keyboard. We can't lug a great big 88-note keyboard around. This is my favourite small keyboard of all time. It's the Native Instruments M32. It's just nice. Why? It's the best combination between being compact but also being playable. Because look, I've got, what is that? Almost 2 octaves. I can play all kinds of rather rubbish chords. Just sitting outside in the sunshine does not make the music better. Good point. Okay, but look, it's the keys are sort of plastic spring-weighted synth keys, so you're not going to get weighted keys, but you've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 8 knobs. I love knobs. You've got a big knob there for rolling it backwards and forwards. You've got 2 faders down there. All of this is programmable as well. So if you can have CC7, CC11, CC12, CC2, whatever you want. Go for it, and it is very, very usable. You've also got a whole load of little controls like, door controls like stop, play, record, metronome, bring me a cup of tea, beam me up Scotty. And all those are pre-programmed, so you just have to hit the button and off you go. It's really good. So I can work with this all day long. If you want a foot pedal, you can plug in a foot pedal. Sometimes I can't be bothered taking a foot pedal around when I'm doing this kind of thing. So what you can do is program one of these knobs to be CC64. So you just go pedal on, pedal off, pedal on, pedal off. So if you're playing with one hand, it works. Works for me. Anyway, so this is really good. If this is still a little bit too chunky for you, here's my micro keyboard. It's a Akai whatever they call LPK 25. So it's a 25 note keyboard. It's still perfectly functional. You don't get the knobs and the bells and the whistles, but you can still play stuff in. And you could slide it down inside your coat. So if, for example, you wanted to go into the Metropolitan Museum of Art and secretly start writing music there, you could slip that into your coat, put everything else in your bag, except they search you on the way in, I'd imagine now. So that wouldn't work. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The idea is, if you wanted to be sneaky and carry stuff around which people don't know you've got, then this is the keyboard for you. But if you're trying to do a proper day's work or write something you're actually, you know, not going to feel constrained by your circumstances, go for the M32, my top tip. Okay, number 3. Obviously, in a studio, you've got either massive, great monitors, but you've got speakers of some description, which make it, you know, you need to be able to hear what you're writing. You can't write music using Bluetooth stuff because the latency is too great. You go, and it's it's like playing the organ underwater in some massive cathedral where your head is 100 miles away from where your keys are. Just like that, actually, exactly like that. My solution to this is not just any old headphones, open-backed headphones. I'm not sure if you can see that. They've got a kind of little grill on them. They're open, so when I put them on, I still hear everything around. And it has the most amazing effect on, A, your ability to wear them for long periods of time, but B, it just makes things sound more realistic, and the range of these is absolutely stunning. It's, you know, it just sounds like you're listening to monitors. I can wear these all day long. Now, you remember we did orchestral mixing with Jake Jackson a little while ago. When I was talking to him then, and Jake is, you know, he mixes all kinds of, you know, film and television and games, and he works at Air and everything else. Early in his career, he was going home at night and he was doing freelance work on a pair of those. He was doing proper, big, professional mixing work on a pair of open-back headphones. If it's good enough for Jake Jackson, yes, indeed, it's probably good enough for me. It doesn't make my music sound any better, but at least I can hear why it sounds ghastly. Does that make any sense at all? No. So look, this is my setup. I really like it. I think, you know, you can just lose yourself in the moment. You can start writing the music. I've got a Samsung 4 terabyte SSD, which just plugs into the USB-C. I found that Samsung SSDs are the most reliable. They're quick and reliable, just like a cup of tea. So I would heartily recommend checking those out. You don't need the 4 terabyte one if you haven't got all those libraries, but you need a bit of space, A, to expand, and B, so you've got room to put your kit on and things like that. So you've got the keyboard with all the little bells and whistles, play, record, stop, metro, bring me a cup of tea, beam me up Scotty, all those buttons really work. Or not. Anyway, so that's my setup. Hope you found it useful. If this is the kind of sort of musical tips you find useful, why don't you subscribe? You know, it's absolutely free. Click the little button, dingle the little bell, and you'll get notified when we do lives and do little short free courses and things like that. So it's all good, okay? And of course, there's lots of stuff about our courses, because ThinkSpace, believe it or not, ThinkSpace Education has been known to do the odd course. And you'll find details of that and stuff to download and things underneath this video. Hope you found this useful, hope you found this fun, and I will be back with you before you know. See you soon, bye-bye.